Hey gang, Mike here at the Professional Security Journal. Pardon me for how I may sound. I'm actually kind of half out of it. I've been up since 1 p.m., probably closer to 2 o'clock, and it's 1:42 a.m. Utah, so I've already been up for 12 hours. So I'm kind of hazy. Anyways, to the point of the video. Sorry, chocolate milk really helps me. So the topic is going to be basically like, I don't know how to word it exactly, but basically your years of experience versus what you do in those years. Actually, yeah, that's a good way to put it. So while I was on Reddit, before I suddenly departed Reddit, and you know, it's come up a couple of times on my YouTube interactions in the short time I've been on YouTube so far. You know, people throw around their years. Oh, I've been in security for 20 years. Oh, I've been doing this for 10 years. Oh, 15 years, whatever. I've been doing it for 7, okay? And I'm gonna probably sound like I'm on a high horse during this video. I don't give a fuck if you've been in security for 15 years. I don't give a rat's ass if you've been doing it for 20 years. I don't give a rat's ass if you've been doing it for 25 years, okay? It's not about how long you've been doing this. It's not about how long you've been in this industry. It's not about how long you've been doing this job. It's about what you've done in your years, okay? I believe I've touched on it in a couple of videos in the past, all right? I came from Vegas, guys, all right? I worked MGM properties. I did casino security, all right? There were a couple of guys who I worked with on the casino floor who've been like, I've been a floor officer for 20, 25 years. And my eyes, my head would always explode. My eyes would just leave their sockets, and I'm like, you've been walking this casino for 25 fucking years. Bro, you should be management. Why the hell are you walking the same damn floor for that amount of time? It fucking drove me like, I can't even articulate myself. I'm like, all right. I have aspirations for management. I have supervisor aspirations, guys. I have aspirations to move up eventually. All right. I've been getting somewhat disillusioned with my career lately because I'm like, I've been in this career field since like right before the Las Vegas shooting. I've been a floor officer, I've been a line officer, I've been a patrol officer, whatever you want to call it. I've been a basic officer that entire damn time. All right? I'm getting disillusioned. 5, 6 years in. Damn near 7 now. And I'm getting disillusioned 6, 7 years in. And you got people who've been walking the same goddamn casino for 20 freaking years plus, at minimum, based on the guys I've talked to. I'm like, bro. So, all of that kind of somewhat of a tangent. I think I'm getting off track here. But all of that to say, it's not about how long. It's about what you do in those years, all right? Sure, I've been a basic patrol officer. That's what I'm going to call it. I've been a basic patrol officer for all of these years, all right? But look at my resume. Look at what I've done, all right? I've done HOA security. I've done vehicle security. I've done alarm response. I've done armed work. I've done unarmed work. I swear to God, I've run the gambit. I feel like I've done all there is to do. You know, I've done commercial security. I've done office security. I've done unarmed office. I've done armed office. I've dabbled. I've just barely scratched the surface of concealed carry work. I finally got to carry concealed. I started carrying concealed. You know, I've done a couple concealed details, a couple concealed work jobs in the last year, maybe 2. And that's basically what I call a job in a job, okay? I'm going to name an employer. My most favorite company I ever worked for in Las Vegas. I was one of the very first hires in the Las Vegas branch, in the Las Vegas office. Okay, I was an employee of Cascadia Global Security. Very big in Washington. Brand freaking new to Las Vegas, okay? My job in a job, though, to that point. All right, I was hired primarily to work this office, to work this corporate client that received a rifle threat. Their Las Vegas office received a rifle threat. Okay, so they wanted an armed officer. So I worked the office with my handgun to differentiate. You know, I didn't carry a rifle, didn't carry a shotgun. It was pistol. I was pistol security. I carried a handgun for that office. But within Cascadia, there were a couple of times where I was asked to plainclothes. There was one detail I worked. I will admit it on camera for the record. I only worked 2 days out of the week. But point being, I was trusted to work a whole week contract. What do I call it? This client, yeah. See, this is me being half awake. This client asked us to work their entire work week because they were like hella mass laying people off, like mass terminations, and they wanted a firearm present just in case. So I did plainclothes. I did concealed carry work in that office for, I think, not even a day. I can't remember now. My memory's getting fuzzy. We were hired for a week, but I think it was only a day, maybe a day and a half, maybe less than a day. And I don't even remember how long exactly I worked. But basically, to the point of, as far as my articulation goes, I worked 2 days max. My memory's not, I'm fuzzy. I worked, so I'll call it 2 days max. I worked 2 days out of that work week. And they said, our HR and our CEO and whatnot, our uppers, as I call them, the executives, are on vacation. They're not going to be in the office. So we're just going to, so they canceled the contract. But I put that on my resume to say, yeah, I was trusted. I was trusted to work that detail. I ran that detail all by myself. It was a one-person job. To differentiate, because detail could mean I was working with a team. No, I concealed all by myself. I didn't have a team. I was laying people off by myself. So, anyways, I'm getting off track, and I'm damn near at the 10-minute mark already. So yeah, I've done concealed carry work. I feel like I've run the gambit between armed and unarmed. I've done all you can do. It's just kind of, filtering through the companies, finding my space until I can become a supervisor. But as far as the topic of the video goes, it's not about how long you've been doing this. It's about what you've done in your... Damn, brain blank. It's about what you've done in your tenure. I'll call it your tenure. It's not about how long. It's about what you've done in your tenure. So me, okay? I may have been doing this for 6 years, only 6 years, versus somebody who's done it for 20, 25. But all the areas of security I've been in, and don't even get me started in the less lethal credentials that I've mentioned every freaking video, it seems like. Sorry. I feel like I annoy people because I repeat it so much. But, I tote those. Those are my, my gold, my bulletin points. Those are my bold, italicized, underlined. Those are my underlined points in my resume, okay? I'm a less lethal instructor. I'm credentialed to pretty much teach everything on a freaking duty belt but lethal force. I cannot teach handguns. That's by choice. I take a good look at myself right now and I'm like, I can talk the talk. I got the knowledge. I'm pretty damn sure I can put on a firearms class if I really want to, but I can't walk the walk. If somebody challenged me to pull a trigger, you know, if somebody challenged me to 1v1, somebody challenged me to shoot them, somebody challenged me to do a duel on paper, pretty sure I get smoked, no pun intended. I'm pretty sure I get outshot on paper. So, I know I take a good look at myself and say, I can talk the talk, I got the knowledge, but I can't walk the walk. I feel like my score ain't up to snuff to be a lethal force instructor yet. I don't feel like I have the score to be a firearm instructor yet. And that's that's a self-assessment. I don't feel like I can walk the walk, so I haven't. I elect to kind of shy away from that until I'm in a good spot. But I'm a less lethal instructor. Okay, I'm credentialed to teach batons, handcuffing, taser, pepper spray. I've run the gambit. I can pretty much teach everything a private security officer wears in their belt. About the gun. So, what are we at? 11 minutes, okay. So, yeah, I always, I wouldn't say I laugh at people, but I always roll my eyes, or I kind of scoff at people and they go, oh, I've been doing this for X years. That's great. What have you done in your years? Oh, I worked the same casino for 20 years. You haven't done shit. You got nothing to show. So I always down myself. I tell people lately I've been, disillusioned with the private security industry just because I'm getting tired of being a basic officer, guys. I'm sorry. I want to move up. I want to become a supervisor soon. So I always down on myself for I've been a basic officer for fucking 6 years. I got shit to show. Nah, I look at myself and I'm like, I've done a lot. I got a lot of credentials. I got a lot of certificates. I've been an instructor in a lot of stuff. So, I've kind of, lately I've just been kind of having to pep talk myself exactly like that, oh, I've got shit to show. No, you actually got a lot to show, dude. So, yeah, I could talk in a circle because I got a bad habit of doing that, and it's translating to YouTube, I think, lately. But it's not about how long. It's about what you've done, guys. So, if you're one of those people that goes, I've been doing it for X, look at your resume. Take a good look at yourself before you keep toting your years of doing this. Because your years, again, I keep going back to Vegas, If you walked the same damn casino for 20 years, I'm sorry, you don't know or haven't done shit. All right? So, before you go toting on your tenure, your duration, your how long you've been doing it, look at your resume. What have you done? All right? That's all I got, guys. Sorry I go over the 10-minute mark. Every video I've done, I've been going over the 10-minute mark, and I try so hard to keep to that 10 minutes. But anyways, guys, Mike here at the Professional Security Journal. You guys take it easy. Peace.